yet another episode at You and I See Different. I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. I also wanted to say that it's quite interesting. Evolution has been quite interesting. And I'm completely appalled by everything that's going on, by the lives that we're choosing to live, by how amazing everything is currently. How lives are transforming, how we're seeing people fall off, at the same time we're seeing people reborn, at the same time we're seeing people born. So just being able to see the shifts and being able to see everything in together is just phenomenal. And I'm just so grateful. I started off this podcast with the curiosity of knowing perspectives on other people's lives and where they wanted to take it. Because I wanted to know what they had to go through for them to make it. And for them to make their dreams come true. And what they aspired to do, or what they had been through, or where they are current, or how they got to where they currently are at. And that for me was very intriguing. I think that we are all artists. That we are all able to create, to process an idea from our brain and to display it into a physical world or into a digital world. And being able to display our art is just extremely, exuberantly phenomenal. And the purpose of You and I See Different was for that same reason, for me to be able to learn perspectives. And what I've learned throughout the time, in this time being, is that really people are going to do what they want to do and people are going to choose what they want to choose. Now it is up to us, as we see different, as the people that have been following and listening and tuning in. I want to say that you are an amazing person, an amazing soul. I want to say that if you feel different and you feel misunderstood, that God will always bless you and that you will always be able to continue your road and continue your journey, although it might be painful and emotional and it might be stressful, and although you might have so many things on your plate, continue and don't stop. I think that if you don't stop and you continue towards what you're trying to attract for yourself, I think that that's where you find pure happiness. But let me just be real. It's been very interesting to understand how the athletes' perspectives work. And not all of them, of course, but a vast majority. I had the opportunity to come across this wonderful individual and a very well-known athlete. And we had a great conversation. And I just wanted to say that it is quite interesting to know that it can be only one from the team that wants the best for the team, for herself, for her future, and understand the whole entire balance of these things. Now, obviously, these things are taught, and this is a foundation of a person, of a perspective, of somebody striving to be what they want to be. And of course, with that foundation comes a great upcoming, a balanced upcoming, an emotionally stable upcoming, a non-traumatic upcoming, an upcoming where resources were utilized instead of ignored because of not wanting to educate ourselves in the past, or not having the opportunity, or not having the resources. Whatever the case may be, it's not a judgment, it's just observational. This person clearly has a different determination and discipline and consistency that allows this person to continue to elevate their senses, their consciousness levels, their everything, their health, honestly, just their health in general, just being able to be a healthier human, being able to understand equilibrium and to be at peace and to have balance. And I'm not saying everybody will gain this, but I'm just saying for the people that tune in, for the people that tune in, try and place yourself in locations where you, only you, understand everything that goes on in the environment. Essentially, place yourself in a place where it's going to make you happy. Don't place yourself in places where the music or the crowds or the people or the same types of people and the same types of crowds that we keep reverting back to. No. This comes to an end in 2024. It comes to an end. It is extremely important for us to stay on track towards evolution, towards change. Of course, when my brother passed in 2021, it was very traumatic, and I was very shocked. And my eyes were open, and I understood that there was an angel that had been, I don't want to say sacrificed, but I just want to say that was taken to the kingdoms of heaven by God to watch over all of us in this transition period. And I feel like that if you're going through something right now, to close your eyes, and just to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. You're going to exhale through your mouth. And you're going to do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good. And that being said, we must understand how to just focus on the present. It says that there's studies that say that if you were to do 3 deep breaths, it would most likely, high probability, bring you back to the present moment. Right? So let's focus on the goals. Let's focus on what we're doing here. And let's continue to ask ourselves questions. Let's continue to ask ourselves why. Why not? What really is the path? What do we want to do? What are we interested in? Maybe, just maybe, I might just maybe, I already know what I'm going to do. Oh man, I am just going to create for y'all because honestly, y'all need to see this. Y'all need to see this, and I'm going to create it for you. And I appreciate you guys for the support. I look at the analytics from time to time. I don't really pay attention to these things. I really just enjoy the human experience. And although I keep my business running, I still keep myself planted on this ground, and we need it, and continue to chop wood and carry water. So I just want to say that we can all have a perspective that is uniquely driven towards the future by the love of an open heart and an open mind. And I think that if we can do that, if we can completely understand that, and of course, it's not from one day to the other. It takes a journey to go down this path. This is why I really recommend that if anybody wants or needs assistance, please, I See Different Therapeutics on Instagram. You can put youandicdifferent.com, www.youandicdifferent.com, that is. And I am now taking virtual clients. So set up your phone call. Let's get on a consultation call. Let's go ahead and get healthier together. Let's make a community where we can all come together and truthfully stay in contact and know that we have people that we can trust and know that we can have people that we can rely on, that are real, that aren't fake, that believe in human connection over anything that is superior or superficial is what I meant to say. Both. because superior can possibly mean ego-driven. And earth-guided only, ego, earth-guided only, is just not it. There must be balance. And I wonder if my athletes from the next generation will continue to seek balance in their professional and personal development and careers and lives. It is extremely important to know that we have this opportunity, but sometimes we take it for granted unknowingly because of everything that we've been through, everything that we're going through, the stress levels, depending on where you live, the ambiance, again, the environment, and I'm talking about sirens, I'm talking about how many people you're seeing, how much energy you're actually exchanging with people that you're walking by on a daily basis. TDEE, total daily exercise expenditure. Now, I'm not no guru, but I am smart and I know what I'm talking about. And I want to say that although at least 70% of the population doesn't go or doesn't exercise or doesn't entertain the aspect of being healthy, I'm going to say that TDEE is definitely must be taken into consideration what we're eating, one. So we probably can't even expend that much energy because we're really not eating real food, right? Real high quality, high frequency foods. So at the end of the day, not only are you not well nurtured, but you're also exposed to so many unnurtured, which is equivalent to possibly, a low energetic field or realm, precisely, if you may. See, time is linear, right? But life is infinite, right? Life has been since before time, since before we were born. So essentially, if there was life before we were born, life has been infinite for always. So it is extremely important for me to explain the perspective on how we must continue to face our fears. And a lot of times, my peoples, do not fear, for real. This is another subject that I need to go over. Do not fear. Don't be afraid. 365 times it says it in the Bible. Don't be afraid. 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 Afraid of what? Of public humiliation because you're being yourself? Nobody, this isn't charter school. People don't think, or better said, people aren't thinking about what you're thinking about towards them, right? People are just living their lives and they're living in their own perceptions and own problems and really don't even care for human connection. So being yourself in real life is being able to have authenticity, and why not choose that? You know, why not choose and figure out a balance and find somebody that can coach you to get you there? I See Different Therapeutics on Instagram, www.youandicdifferent.com for virtual consultations. Please reach out. We've been doing this for a while now. Y'all have been tuning in for real. And I truthfully tell you that through health, this is all accomplished. It's already been provided for us years and years and years and years ago. All the information that we have currently, right now, 2024, March 29th, March 28th, March 28th, March 29th in 7 minutes. I just want to say that we truthfully have the information to experience differently. And with that being said, If you desire to be different, you must be different than the whole entire population. Because at the end of the day, if we are on the moon right now that is beautifully 90% full, if we were on the moon right now and we're looking at Earth, do you even see humans? Do you even see anything? Or do you just see one big world that is together in one nice unit where the water doesn't even seep out, doesn't go nowhere, it stays there, where the humans are able to walk on the Earth and enjoy Earth? See, that's the thing. People don't believe in a lot of people don't believe in astronomy and science because they're too, just too religious, honestly. Just too religious towards a belief, just towards a belief. And I use the religious word in the actual definition of the word. And it's just like, honestly, if everything exists on this planet, it must be for a reason. And I'm going to go with that. And I'm not saying man-made things. I'm saying everything that is from nature and from God, I think that we must explore a little bit more into that side of things. Why? Because ever since my brother died, I've been seeing so many different signs, and I've been experiencing so much things that are different and enjoying my human experience. And I say this in the most humblest way possible because it really is just the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. I've seen God move in ways I've never seen something like that before in my life. And I'm right now going to say I am grateful to God. Thank you, God, for providing me with this amazing experience and this amazing people that I'm able to share this with and provide you with more guidance and a lot more coaching and a lot more just insight, a daily insight, a weekly insight on what is going on in the modern times right now. We must be aware of these things. We must continue to have a channel, a place where we can openly share what we are thinking, what we are going through, what we are seeing. Not share things that were created by man. I don't care about that stuff. I don't care. Unless it's business, I don't care about it. So, that being said, I just want to say that we have the opportunity to continue to get up every single morning. God gives us that breath. And we say, wow, we get another opportunity. Use those opportunities to become new every single day. Use those opportunities to just change something small. Even if it's the route to your house. Even if it's the same left corner that you take every morning. Change the route. Reroute. Nah, you got to reroute. You got to see something new. You ought to seen the Publix 15 times. You ought to seen the Shopping Right 15 times. You ought to seen the Amigos 15 times already. Switch it up. You ought to seen the Fresh Market 15 times, the same direction. Sprouts, same thing. I don't know if y'all in California and y'all on the upper or east side, New England area, please, bear with me. I've been up there. I was up there in May, but I just don't remember what I can say about restaurants or anything like that. But you know what I mean? Reroute. Do something different. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy everything that you continue to build. It is just important. It's extremely important. It's extremely important. Do not fear. Don't be afraid. Wake up every single day and just do what you want to do. Make the decisions that are wise for you. Don't go out here making stupid mistakes that you already know the outcomes to. that would be it would be ridiculous, you know? So truthfully, I just say continue. You just got to continue. There's going to be one day that you won't wake up. And that day, you'll either spiritually live forever, your soul will live forever, or whatever you believe in, or reincarnation into a holy land, or for at least believing that this might just be the holy land that we're living on. And we must just make the best out of it, of our minds and of our health, so that we can enjoy everything that God already gave us. What happens if there's nothing else after this? Well, you're not gonna, who knows if you come back. A lot of people that think that they come back as another person, you know, that's why people believe in past lives. And that's cool, that makes sense, I understand. But I just think that past lives just means genetic codes. Your parents passed down genetic codes to you. Your family and ancestors passed down genetic codes. Of course, you're going to have its and pieces of information that is given to you. This is like seeing a very tall athlete that doesn't have any coordination, and then you put them on the court and they just look like Frankenstein, right? And excuse me, I don't mean it in a belittling way or in a aggressive, judgmental way. I'm just saying it for fun, you know? Yeah, legs be wobbling and shit, you know? You know, looking like you got two left legs here, you know? Hop step. Ah, man, you can't. But he can't even jump, you know? So what I'm saying is that we have the opportunity to completely alter our lives to the best of our abilities. So with the coordination, you know, the coordination, that's